Welcome! In this video, I'm gonna try to do this purple on purple on purple on purple look. Wow. So this is the next look in my little monotone rainbow whatever series where I'm doing a bunch of different colors. So yeah, this is my purple look. It's purple. Wow, can you believe it? It's just like lots of purple on top of purple. I really like this look. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I really like the way it came out. I had a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, let's get into the look. I'm starting off with foundation now applied, and I left a bunch of powder on my highlights to catch fallout and like blah 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 blah. So now I'm going into the ColourPop liner in Crybaby, and I'm lining the kind of inner third of my waterline, but I'm not going all the way to the tear duct area. I'm leaving a gap because I'm gonna put the other liner there as well. You'll see. So now I'm grabbing the Urban Decay liner in Voodoo, and I'm lining the waterline and really smudging that out onto the lower lash line. And I'm taking this on the outer part of the waterline as well as the most inner, so it's like there's just a little gap of that lighter color separating the two. And I'm also taking this, smudging it out onto the lower lash line. I'm using it as an actual liner and like laying out a rough smudgy wing and pulling the inner corner down into an exaggerated situation. And then I'm just using a little smudger brush tip rubber thingy to, you know, smudge out that liner. And I'm using this as a base for the eye shape, I guess you would say. So yeah, there's that. And I'm just building up the color from this pencil until it got to the saturation that I wanted. So I'm going into the ColourPop shadow in Hustle. This is one of their matte shades, and it's a purpley mauve kind of color. And I'm using this to start out the kind of crease moments of this look. I'm keeping the concentration of the color kind of towards the inner part, like where your crease would meet your nose bridge. I'm creating the most depth there, and then also on the opposite outer corner of the lower lash. But I am blending the crease in towards the crease, but I'm making sure that the most concentration and most depth is in that inner corner area, just because that's what I was going for. So moving on to more color, I wanted to add some more vibrancy to the purple, so I'm taking the purple shadow from the Acid palette by Sleek, and I'm just kind of going over that Hustle shade by ColourPop, but I am not taking it quite all the way out. So it's like the blending of the first shadow goes all the way out, then the more vivid purple goes out but not quite as far, so it's kind of like transitioning out and more vivid as the color gets deeper and deeper. Now I'm going into the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place. I'm using the shade Makeda. This is actually one of the most beautiful purple shadows like I've ever used. It was gorgeous. Just kidding, I actually skipped a step apparently. So when I did this eye, I forgot that on the first eye I did, I initially went back to that Urban Decay pencil and laid out the crease and then smudged that out just as like a guideline. So I did that. And then I went into that Juvia's Place shadow. So beautiful. Also, one of the most convenient things about now living with my sister is I can borrow any of her palettes and stuff. So like, thank you. I'm concentrating this again into where I want the most depth and then blending that out. I wanted the most vibrant purple and the depth to be in the same place. So like, that's what I'm doing. I'm building it up and blending it out. I was trying to apply it lightly each time while blending out to keep it from going on too heavy where I didn't want that much vibrancy to be, but then I ended up just kind of blending it everywhere. But like, you know, you do the things. So I'm also obviously blending this out onto that lower lash line, everywhere where I wanted that most depth. I'm just gonna keep saying depth over and over again. Fun. Then I went over that liner and that wing with the same shadow just to really saturate this purple and make sure that it had a very cohesive color happening. To continue the depth, I'm now going into the Sugar Pill shadow in Elemental Chaos, and I am using a smaller brush to really concentrate this in the deepest part of this eye. So yeah, I focused it on that inner corner of that crease to create that depth, and then I also took it onto kind of like the natural crease area of my eye. I have monolid, so I don't have a crease, but it's like the outer corner of my actual eye socket, and then as well as the lower lash line. So yeah, there's that. Then I grabbed the Cadaver Cosmetics shadow that I made called Ectoplasm, which is a duochrome purple, and I highlighted the inner corner, and I also brought this into the lid space as well as that little gap that I left in the lower lash line situation. I went over that with Mystifying just to add a little bit more sparkle. And yeah, stuff and things. Then I grabbed a bright light purple liquid lipstick, and I'm using this to create this smoky effect. It's not like your smoky eye, but as if your eye is smoking. It's like a cartoon. I don't know. I thought it's really cool. I've been, yet again, drawing this a lot, and I wanted to see how I could translate this to the face and see if it would actually work. And I was pleasantly surprised to find out that kind of drawing on this very vibrant color, smoking it up out of the eye, looks pretty neat. So yeah, there's that. Then I grabbed the Color Rain liquid lipstick in Kiss Me. It is a purple, as you can see, and I'm using this as a kind of brow gel situation. This actually worked a lot better than I thought, and I think I might be doing this every now and then because it worked so well as a brow product. I just took some, put it onto a little mirror, which I use as a palette. That way I'm not always staining my hands up. And then using a small brush and, you know, putting on that eyebrow. The front blends out really easily for an ombre because, like, it's a lip situation. That's how you talk. And then, you know, it gets really crisp and it dries down to that matte. It was really fun and easy to use. I took a purple mascara and I ran that through the front of the eyebrow to help create that ombre, and also to use it as a kind of gel mascara brow thingy. And yeah, I then took that same duochrome purple and highlighted the brow, dusted off all of the excess powder, deepened up the contouring with the NYX blush and taupe, as I always do, really. Continue to use Ectoplasm all over my face, and, you know, highlighted until I felt like I didn't need to highlight anymore. Moving on to the lip. This is the Milani Amore Matte Metallic Lipstick in Raving Matte. This is one of the shades that I have been wearing all the time. Like, I wear this lipstick constantly. It's actually really, really beautiful. It is a bright purple metallic. For some reason, in this lighting and camera situation, the color of this lipstick wasn't reading as true, I guess. It's reading more of a berry tone, like it's reading a little bit more vampy red. But in reality, it's very, very purple, so there's that, I guess. To create a metallic ombre situation, I'm grabbing the Colored Rain Metallic Liquid Lip in Cotton Candy, and I'm focusing this on the center of the lip. And then to push this purple and this ombre sparkly situation further, I'm grabbing some iridescent glitters from TKB, and I'm just mixing these two together. The first one was a little bit blue, the second one's a little bit red, so together it like creates a cool purpley tone. So that's fun. I always love to add iridescent glitter to anything I possibly can, so yay. Then I went back into that same purple liquid lip that I used in the center of the lid, just to add a little bit more of that bright purple to the center of the lip to pull some cohesion between and just make sure that this color is, you know, what I was looking for. So yeah, that's the finished look of my purple look, the second look of this rainbow series, which you can check out on my Instagram as well as here. I just said look 400 times, so, you know, what I said in the first video is really coming true. I am a philosopher, so, like, I predicted that. You're welcome. Or maybe I manifested it. Who knows? Whoa, who am I? Posting a video only days after the other one? What? Wow. Maybe I'll keep it up, or maybe I will watch myself fail and crumble. We'll see. So yeah, by the time each video of this series of these looks comes out, the photos from the look will already be on my Instagram because, you know, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm trying to consecutively post each color. Just, you know, because I want it to look nice and I want them to all line up because I'm being extra. Let me live. So feel free to check that out. As always, my social crap is tagged below. And, yeah. Look forward to the next video look in probably a few days, depending on when you're watching this. It might already be out. Like, I don't know your life. I don't know when you're watching this. It's the internet. It lives forever. So like you could be watching this at any time.
Purple Rain is currently just like playing inside of my head on loop, and you know, Purple Rain, Purple Rain. I gotta go laugh and dance in the Purple Rain, so see you next time.
We come in peace. Subscribe.